Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, family, and welcome to the Rise and Rock Morning Show. This is the space where we start our day with intention, not with pressure, where we don't rush the process, we rise through it. You gotta isolate in order to elevate. You feel me? If you woke up today feeling a little left behind, if you feel like, uh, you should be way further along with your life. Like you should just be making way more progress instead of procrastination. If you've been waiting to start because it's not perfect yet, then this episode is directed towards you. Because today we're talking about progress over perfection. Because perfection keeps people stuck. But progress, that dear old progress, changes lives. Let's rise, let's rock, let's move forward, and we're gonna move forward as a family, because that's what we do here on the Rocksteady Network. All right. I gotta stop doing that. That ain't my shit. I ain't copyrighted it. I can't be doing that to y'all folks. But right now, I just needed something to kind of fill that up. Gotta work on my own little thing. So how about we rock steady? Still, see, people. If you got a little something that you think should match my quote, I feel like y'all should let me know. Feel free to reach out and give me something that you be like, yo, DJ Steady, keep these folks ready. Like that. There it is. Let's get them ready, Steady. I can dig that. All right. So I'm gonna start this thing off right by asking my wonderful people out there. Are you starting the day feeling behind or just human? Hmm. Well, Steady, what do you mean? Some days you can wake up and you can feel com- completely out of body. And in the moments where you feel completely out of body, them be the moments where you gotta double back and kind of figure it out. You know what I'm saying? The morning pressures, you got some of us have newborns wailing. You got annoying neighbors, out there cutting grass. You know what I'm saying? You got your hotline blinging. Sometimes that phone could be ringing, and you ain't ready to get up and start your day. You know what I'm saying? So let's kind of talk about like some of the unrealistic expectations you may have before 9 a.m. Like some of the unrealistic expectations you may have is consistency. Some of us may struggle with how to be consistent starting that morning, getting a routine in place, and allowing that to smoothly flow, not take away too much from that day, but allow it to kind of help get that day going. Like I know for me, right now, consistency probably is my struggle because now that I'm running a full podcast network, there's a lot of sacrifices that has to be made. There's a lot of that be submitted. And not only that, you don't want to get what is now being called content burnout because you're trying to load so much down the pipeline that folks might not be ready for some DJ steady. But guess what? Today, I hope you're ready to start your day. I hope that you let go of all the negatives. I hope that you find your center today because it's a new day. It don't matter what you did yesterday. It doesn't matter what you did through the night. What matters is you're here to fight the good fight. And some of us didn't make it to a rise and rock morning. Some of us didn't get the rise. Some of us, have to deal with the unknown certainties of getting that uncertain. Oh, see, here's another thing of an unrealistic expectation before 9 a.m. It's how to maintain your composure when you're getting emergency calls in regards to some of our loved ones. You know what I'm saying? And let's be honest, some of us don't practice morning hygiene rituals and just jump straight up out the door. And you ain't brushed them choppers, you ain't washed that face, you know, you ain't hit them hot spots, but you here, you know. Y'all remember that movie Color Purple? When Steeler used to tell them folks is, I may be black, I may be poor, I may be even ugly, but I'm here. Cause Lord knows she was there. So, you know, again, sticking right along with progress over perfection. Why does perfection keep people stuck? Hmm. Why does perfection keep you stuck? Could it be fear of judgment? Could it be you're waiting for the right moment? Could you be over planning instead of just moving right along? Hmm. Interesting perspective. So let me give y'all my take on why perfection keeps people stuck. I think perfection keeps people stuck due to setting those unrealistic expectations. Sometimes you can over prepare things. Sometimes you can set the bar way higher than it needs to be. And then sometimes in that moment, you can get so in your head to where you psych yourself out because you're trying so hard perfect that the reality was you was perfect right along. Sometimes it's the imperfections that give us a better perfection. You know what I'm saying? I remember growing up and a gentleman known as Same OG, I'm gonna use his stage name, you know, dear close personal friend of mine. But anyway, he used to run this school. And I remember just kind of getting under his tutelage. I remember one day I caught him kind of motivating his students, and he used to say, don't strive to be me. He said, strive to be better than me. And when I heard that, it hit me to my core, ladies and gentlemen. It shook me. It did. Because oftentimes, a lot of us are so busy trying to be the perfect son, the perfect daughter, insert whatever you want to put there that may make you considerably feel like that's where your perfection line lies. And it can corrupt you. It can. It can be destructive, you know. And I feel like that's kind of where that fear of judgment kind of sets in because you do stuff not expecting someone to call you out on it, but you do it because you wasn't expecting to be called out on it. So in the midst of waiting for the right moment to strike, you over prepare. You over prepare. You become, overstimulated. You become overwhelmed. You become overworked. All in the same sentiment. You do. I mean, kind of fix. They ain't gonna fix that. But not to distract my people. So I say, seize that moment. Don't worry about trying to overdo it. Don't worry about it. Taking a step from my man Sam OG. Just strive to be the best you can be. You know. So we want to kind of get into showing up messy but consistent. Because consistency builds confidence. Messy action can be greater than perfect intention, and you find growth during those moments. So, you know how I was just speaking earlier about you ain't brush your teeth, you ain't get your morning ritual, your hygiene, you ain't take care of this, you ain't that, but you showed up messy. Yo, y'all remember? Some of us may remember, some of us may not want to remember. But y'all remember growing up and you used to act up and the teachers would contact your family. They would contact your mama or your guardian or whoever at the time. And they would jump straight out the bed right before They got the coffee out the percolator, and they had to run to that school. You know it. You know it. Mama come out there. She still got the nightie on. She done threw on her house coat. She still got the rollers in her head. She still got that terrifying face mask on. And she's showing out messy, but she's consistent at her job of being a parent. And in them moments, your growth comes out of that moment. It happens during the movement because she done got the attitude adjuster. And you a whole new person after that. That's what it takes. That's what we missing. We missing that. We missing that hierarchy of showing up messy, but being consistent for you. And we gonna get it back right. You with me, people? We gonna get you back right because I'm gonna be your accountability buddy. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna show up. If y'all ever watch an old show by the name of Everybody Hate Chris, there was this one time where the daddy, played by Terry Crews, but his character name was Julius. In this one episode, there was this crook named Malvo messing with his son Chris, and I remember as the show closed out, when the daddy found out what was going on, he showed up with that bat and he said, "Hey, if you ever think about messing with my kids again, I'm a beater." And he was letting them know what all angles he was willing to beat her to protect him. So he had to show up messy, but he was consistent. And even in that, I have a wonderful friend by the name of Miss Stephanie. You know what I'm saying? She wrote this wonderful book called Grace in a Shattered Place, and also The Mess in the Middle. And you can purchase those books on Amazon. So again, when you talk about stuff that resonates with your spirit, those sayings became affirmations for me of find your grace even in a shattered place, because some of these moments, some of these times, and some of these moments, grace ain't there. Some of these moments, I don't want to be the good guy. I don't want to have to be suit and tie. Sometimes I want to cut loose, but you got to find that grace in that shattered place to stop being a mess in the middle. Shout out to Miss Stephanie. Much love from Rocksteady. You know what I'm saying? So moving right along. Hope y'all enjoy. I know by now I know y'all asking, hey, steady. Where the music at? How we in the cars, we in the shower, we done cut you on, and we don't hear no music. You can't be the DJ and ain't no music. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to break your heart, but I had a little discrepancies since the last morning show, and I didn't want to mess up y'all getting the message because I was dealing with my mess in the middle of the situation. But I hope that you're still rocking with me. I hope that you're still prepared to take on whatever whatever I gotta say. Because again, we moving along. Because we ain't gonna stay there. Because what? Perfection is in you. So we're gonna talk about small wins that changes every that change. But okay, let me try to reformulate it. Small wins that change everything. When the momentum is built daily and small steps compound, and celebratory efforts are not just outcomes. You know, in the midst of that, I have my core group of friends and people that I hold near close, close to my heart. So there be certain little things that, me and my friends may do that may not seem much, may not be a lot. Like small wins might be taking that first breath of life, getting out of that bed, and going to go do something that you didn't expect to do. It's not all about getting ready for going to work. Because sometimes you gotta realize being a single parent is a job by itself. Sometimes you gotta realize showing up for yourself is a job by itself. Sometimes you got to realize you don't want to be that. You don't want to be strong. You get tired of being the strong. Them strong ones too is a small win because you still choosing in these moments to be persistent. You're choosing to still push. You're still choosing to break the mold. And I salute you. I support you. And I darn sure appreciate you. Those are small wins, people. That's what we're talking about. Those are the moments that should matter the most. So give yourself a pat on the back. Take a moment. I want you to just pat. I don't care where you at, if you on the job, if you still rolling, pat yourself on the back. Cause we made it. We made it through the hurdle. We gonna still keep going, people. And that's what I want to allow y'all to do. I just want to allow y'all a moment to keep going. Gotta gotta keep trying. Gotta keep pushing. Cause it only stops when we stop the momentum. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a quick little commercial break and we're gonna tap back in because this is the Rise and Rock Morning Show. So, in the midst of why I'm giving y'all a little couple of seconds to get yourself together, you're gonna come back and we're gonna dive right back in. Because if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. All right, all right.
Let us introduce ourselves. We are Rocksteady Media Network, the only network where we chisel at the competition one premium production at a time. Don't let your business stay stuck between that rock and a hard place. Let us come in like a wrecking ball and put those worries to bed and rock your media with steady growth. Rocksteady Media Network, we are a nice folder.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you would be so kind and press that rewind, because I got something to say real quick. I would love if you would go to rocksteadymedianetwork.com and check out my website and tap in, support. Follow me on my social media platforms. Come on, reach out and touch. Reach out and click on these streaming platforms and support because I'm giving y'all the best that I got. And that's all I can do. So now we're going to talk about real life tie ins. If you got a business launching before it's ready, you know, you looking at the status of your health, starting with what you can do with your health, or even if you just talking about your mindset and you choosing better thoughts and not the perfect ones. This one's for you. Because, hey, speaking on business, launching before it's ready, my crew can tell you, Steady done launched some stuff before it was ready to go. But you know what Steady said? If it's Steady approved, one of my new segments, if it's Steady approved, then it's ready. See, I'm learning how to hold myself accountable for what I said I'm gonna do because ain't nobody gonna do it like you gonna do. And in that moment, I'm making progress, not stressing over the perfection part, but trusting the process that it's gonna be perfect in its own way. And that's what make it greater than what is being presented. And my real life do tie in, my health do tie in. I am no stranger to dealing with my health. Like I speak on it and I share it again for those of y'all who made up just discover me right here on the Rise and Grind show, Rise and Rock. See, that's what I'm saying. Gotta stay focused. Mindset. So yeah, sometimes it might be days, well, by being a person of spinal bifida, my I'm so country, my back may not be giving me the energy that I want to rise up out of this bed. It might be moments where, you know, uh I'm gonna say my left stumpy, old stumpy might wanna, and oh, I ain't no stranger to some awful. If you know, you know. But guess what? I choose. I choose to be a better me. I choose to not be stagnant. I choose to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because a great friend always taught me that you're doing yourself a disservice when you stop being willing and able to keep going. So I hope I'm helping y'all. I hope that I'm helping y'all pull up another cup of coffee. I'm hoping that I'm helping y'all shake off the morning jitters. I'm hoping that this resonates with your spirit, cuz I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for all of us. But I'm also willing to hold myself accountable, let alone you accountable for people. Accountability. Is that too hard to ask? I don't think it's too hard to ask. So, it's almost time. It's almost no, we ain't gonna focus on what it's time for. It's time to get ready. It's time to get ready. That's gonna be my my little antidote for today. It's time to get ready. It's time to get ready to let it go. It's time to let it go. We still holding on to a lot of baggage, a lot of trauma, a lot of things we haven't took the time to process. You know what I'm saying? We still grieving things that no longer have power over us. And that's what's keeping us going. That's what's making us sick. You ever realize sometimes, you know, what can make you sick can be the thoughts of things dwell in that mindset, preventing you to be productive, preventing you from your elevation. It's preventing you from wanting to be a better you. And you're allowing it to stop your growth. You're allowing it to stop you. It's allowing you not to answer that phone call and accept that job. It's allowing you not to open that door and receive your blessing because you're not mentally prepared for the reality of living a good life. Some of us are not even focused on progression and being stagnant and caught up in this procrastination. And by all means, I'm human too. I ain't coming on because I know somebody like, well, who the hell he think he is? How he gonna tell us about being this and elevating? And hell, God never said I was greater than thou. Not once did I did. I'm a slip. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna stumble, and sometimes I'm gonna fumble. But you know what I'm gonna do? What I always can do. Rest in peace to my Aunt Pearl. I remember my Aunt Pearl, she stayed in the Orlando area. And I can remember being at her house. And she used to have these great amount of stairs that can be challenging for somebody with spinal bifida. And she would always be standing at the bottom of them steps, whether I'm going up or whether I'm coming down. And she say, steady man. That's what she called me. Steady man. She used to be, hey, steady man. Help. Let me help you, baby. Let me guide you. I don't want you to fall. I don't want you to hurt yourself. And you know what I look back and say? I got me. I got me, auntie. Don't worry about it. I got the back kind of had that look on her face like, all righty then. But just like taking them training wheels off that bike, she was still there in the event that I failed. So I'm holding myself into that same loop. I don't give up. I don't quit. I keep going. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. Keep going. Just if you're a Disney fan or you're into movies, uh y'all know that iconic fish Dory, played by Ella DeGeneres. Dory used to say, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And that's what I encourage you to do. Just keep swimming, but also get it together. Because I'm not I'm here to learn how to practice what I preach. I'm here to learn that you ain't uh you know speak one of my favorite gospel songs is It Ain't Easy, but It's Worth It by Sister Vic. I think about BB. BB. Wait, that's my bad, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all it's my favorite song, and I can't even get it together. It's CC Winans. Yeah. See, if I was playing my songs like I was supposed to play my songs, I could have had it right on the money. But anyway, what I was trying to say. See, don't let that take away from the message. Don't let the mess stop the message. Because that's what it was trying to do. But she had this song saying it ain't easy, but it's worth it. And sometimes it's gotta be a little bit uneasy. It gotta be. There's also another great song that say, hey, hey, hold on to me, cause I'm a little but you know who I am. I'm DJ Steady Ready. Y'all know my slogan. I ain't gotta repeat it twice. You know what I'm saying, people. All right, so you know, let's do some rise and rock affirmations. Let's get into some seance. Let's go. I need y'all to take a deep breath with me. Take a breath. Let's and let's and you you know the words of the great Whitney Houston. Sometimes in life you reach a point when you must exhale. You must exhale that negativity. You must exhale that pain in your life. You must exhale before you accept the fail. So, if you would, people, if you will, repeat with me. I don't need to be perfect today. I just need to move forward. Forward can be quiet, forward can be small, forward still counts. Once again, I don't need to be perfect today. I just need to move forward. Forward can be quiet, forward can be small, forward still counts. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying. So before I get up out of here, if you tuning in, I would like to know. And if you ain't, I just want you to ask yourself, what is one imperfect step you will take today? It may be sending out an email. It may be drinking some water. It may be writing something down. It may be making a simple phone call. What are you doing to start before you're ready? If you're in my socials, you can drop it in my comments. If you can't reach out through the socials, you can drop it in my DMs. But do it for yourself by doing it some journaling. Maybe you want to write it for yourself. You ain't gotta all be all up in I don't have to be all up in your business. So do it some in your journal. Sometimes it may take saying it out loud in order for you to get it right. You gotta say some things out loud. Because you know what, ladies and gentlemen, my beautiful people out there, today isn't about being flawless. It's about being faithful to the next step. Give yourself grace. And we going back to give. See what I was saying earlier about that grace in the shadow place? Give yourself grace. Honor your progress. And remember, movement beats perfection every time. I love it. I love consider me to be your new family member, your new neighbor, your new buddy. But most importantly, I appreciate you for just being who you are. Because we listen and we don't judge, but we will practice accountability for each other. This has been your favorite DJ. This is the Rise and Rock Morning Show. Go rise, go rock. And most importantly, I'll see you tomorrow on the next show. And I'm gonna say it again in case you ain't heard me in the back, right back there. Get the wax out your ears. Get that wax out your ears. Cause if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. And this is the conclusion. So good morning. Let's ride.